Alright, y'all, what's up? This is Rebel on BET, episode 9, Redemption. Last week's episode. Yeah, I've been taking my time getting this shit up. I told y'all the show wasn't moving to my expectations, so yeah, I've been kind of late. But anyway, let's get right on to it. So Brim is chilling with his little son. They out on the parking lot. Look like they were either going to a store, coming from a store, whatever. And the son is sitting in the car and listening to his little headphones. I don't know if there was Beats by Dre or not. I didn't really pay attention. But he listens to his little headphones. And he asks his dad to go get his little transformer out the trunk, right? So Brim gets the little transformer, and while he's back in the trunk looking at it all crazy like, I don't know why he was inspecting it, the gray van, the mysterious gray van rolls up on them. Gray van roll up. Brim tried to go for his gun, but then somebody jumps from behind him. So they do a snatch and grab on Brim ass, right? Rebel was at the crib showing Jimmy the video that she got from Chuck that shows that Vaughn and April Somerville was doing something seedy. It's not the actual shooting. It's implication that somebody got the drop on them. Now they got to go get them and kill them. And Somerville's like, ain't this another kind of way? And Vaughn's like, no, this is the only way, right? Okay. So Jimmy is still convinced that his best friend, Vaughn, is not the asshole that he is. That he is like being coerced into doing wrong shit. And maybe he's being used. That's what he's leading to. And Red was like, come on, dude. He implicated in so many different kind of ways. But they truly have no evidence against Vaughn, really. Other than speculation. So, but I'm still like, these motherfuckers, they stick with their own. No matter the wrong, no matter how many times this video clearly shows that your boy is up to some shady shit. This is your best friend. You don't even know about it. So it's something that he hiding, something that, you know. So I'm trying to figure out, why is Jimmy even there though? He don't like Rebel. Why Mac think they needed his help? If you believe that your brother had nothing to do with this from the beginning, why you didn't go see your brother a long time ago? But now all of a sudden you want to bring him in. I just didn't get it. I mean, it's clear he has no respect for Rebel, and shit, he was dissing the fuck out of Chyna right then and there. But okay. They decide to go by Brim's, now Jimmy, Mac, and Rebel. Go by Brim's crib because they think that he's the only witness to what happened originally on the night that Malik was shot. So they go by the house and, you know, have my drugs and my dread head is there with Brim's son. And Rebel's like, hey, yo, what up? Where he at? Where Brim is at? And he was like, you know, he ain't here. He said, I know. She said, I know he didn't leave you here with his son. This is little boy. And the little boy said, you know, Daddy's gone. Daddy's not coming back no more. And I hope that little boy grows up to be a great actor. He's horrible right now, but we gonna roll on. He got a job. So, but you know, the Dreadhead is said like, nah, he don't know what he's talking about. You know how kids make stuff up. So Rebel pulls him to the side. He basically doesn't want to talk in front of Mac and Jimmy. He's like, why you bringing 5-0 up in my house, right? So he kind of tells her, about this cell phone scam that they supposedly went down with. About $2 million worth of cell phones came up missing. They stumbled across it and they took the stash, and he hid the stash, but Brim don't know where the stash is at because he didn't get a chance to tell him. He got snatched up before he told him where he moved it to. Brim asked him to move it, but he didn't know where it was going. So Mac is trying to question the son. The son ain't talking to him. And so Rebel goes over and like, okay, what's his name? And I'm thinking, wait a minute. Malik is supposed to be Brim's bestie. They was best friends for years, if I remember correctly. That was like his brother. Rebel knew him. They was all cool like that. That's how tight they were. Why Rebel don't know that he got a son that's damn near ready to graduate from college? He don't know about the son. Then the son name is Lion. I was like, why y'all being so stupid? The little boy named Lion, and what he say, the brothers and sisters named Tiger and Jaguar. I couldn't with that. I couldn't. Okay, so on a side story, Mac mama ended up in the hospital. They got to go run off to go see what's wrong with her. So Jimmy didn't want to go. Mac making him go. He ain't been there in 4 months. What have you? They going to see what's wrong with mama. Why she in the hospital? Okay, so they go over to Brim and the snatch 'em up guys. They still keeping they mask on like they the 3 bad bandits. They trying to punk Brim into saying where the cell phones are at. Brim is all tough. You got the wrong dude. You don't know who you messing with. That type of situation. They got a potato sack over his head. First he thought it was Texas. He kept saying it's Texas. Like, you could clearly tell that's not Texas's voice. Texas has a very heavy accent. But first he was like, is it Texas? Who is this? Who is this? Who is this? Like, the dude's gonna tell you who the fuck they are. Okay, but anyway. They got the bag over the head and they finna play Russian roulette. And he said he's gonna play Oakland Russian roulette. He gonna, I don't know, spin it 5 times and shoot or some shit. I don't remember how it went, but it was basically Russian fucking roulette. Pop the gun, nothing happens, of course, and they decide to leave out. Okay, so Reb and Chyna decide that they're gonna go visit Ashley because that was the plan, and they go to the strip club. Ashley come over. Oh my God, what you doing here? Reb was like, I need your help. I need you to help me find somebody. And she was like, look, I'm working. Okay, just offer the bitch some money. But they didn't do that. They decided to say, okay, we'll wait till you get off. So, the next thing we show is Texas very disgracefully having sex with Ashley. It was so dry and hum. And I'm thinking, why they doing my boy Mr. Fernandez like that? Really, y'all trying to say his sex game that week. He was so disrespectful to him. Reb and the McGuire boys, Mac and Jimmy, bust on in while he in the middle of his slow stroke. I think it was like that. It was so sad. And Ashley's like, hurry up and get it over with. It's the type of look she had on her face. They bust in. Rebel, insults his manhood to my damn Texas. You should have been called Rhode Island. She snuffs him in the face for, roofing her. And basically Mac tells Rebel and Ashley, y'all need to get the hell out of here. Rebel, you're not a cop no more. You finna jeopardize this. If we need to arrest him or something, you're gonna jeopardize everything because, you finna go off the Hilton. Okay, so I couldn't understand why they were there. Why they needed to see Texas, or why they were coming to Texas, because everything that they have on him is speculation at this point. But they sit down. They are some horrible interrogators. Every time they interrogate somebody, I'll be thinking, why would I talk to you? But they sit down to interrogate Texas and point the finger at him like, we know you got Brim. Where he at? We know about the cell phones. And Texas like, what the fuck is y'all talking about? Oh, y'all so weak for this. Y'all weak. Y'all whole thing, whatever y'all doing, this is weak as hell. And he gets up and he walks away. That's simple as that. Mac believes that Texas is clueless about the situation, and shit, I did too. It was just like, why question him? Why do y'all think he snatched Brim? Oh, it's right, because Rebel said that there was a word that Texas make people disappear and they come back not right. Like it is some old get out type shit, whatever. So, Reb is like, let's put another tail on Vaughn. Mac is like, come on now, he already found your GPS. He gonna find a tracker too. He gonna see y'all following him if y'all follow him. And I'm thinking, when the fuck did he find the GPS? Did I miss that part? Like I said, I know I'm a week behind, but y'all see that part? I didn't see that part. Whatever. Okay. So back at the snatch and grab. Oh no. At the end of that, Jimmy is still like arguing for Vaughn's defense, but he sends a text message to somebody as he leave out the building. Most likely it's Vaughn. So back at the snatch and grab, you got the 3 masked bandits in there with Brim, and now they want to put a plastic bag over his head. I guess the Oakland roulette didn't work. Put a plastic bag over his head and make him choke out. And why are they doing that? The 4th guy walks in. I don't know where the fuck he came from, but the 4th guy walks in. And He's like, dude, you know, don't kill him yet. We gonna need his ass to figure out where the shit is at. Okay. It sounded to me like Jimmy at the time, but then the next scene when Vaughn is walking in to meet Jimmy, I realized that that was Vaughn. You could tell by the voice. That was Vaughn's voice. And Jimmy is basically, they telling him no half-truths. Yeah, my mama got to go into the little dementia ward. This is something that Vaughn could verify if he really needed to. And to, like, to get him on his side. My mom got to go to the dementia ward. It's going to cost us another 6 G's. I need to make some extra money quick. Like at least 3 G's a month. I heard you got a scam going on. Put me in, team. Tag me in, coach. Like, what the hell you heard that type of bullshit from? He's like, you know, Rebel. She dropped it on me. She believes that you had something to do with Malik's death and you got something to do with these cell phones. And he's like, what the fuck would you listen to Rebel for? He said, you know, she saved me out of the car. You know, and then so now she think we're bonding. And so at that point, Vaughn is like, dude, you expect me to believe that shit? He peep game on it. He decides to get up and walk out. He's like, you know, bro, I don't know what you're talking about. So Jimmy's like, you know, well, if you figure out another way for me to come up on $3 grand a month real quick, let me know, man. I really need this money. Vaughn like, all right, you know, love you, bro. Stay woke. So, Jimmy goes out. Oh, Vaughn goes out, and when Vaughn goes out, Mac pulls up, and I'm thinking they stuck another tracker on his car. Is what I'm thinking at first. Jimmy comes out and is like, yeah, he did it. He's crooked. And he's like, what? He went for the deal. He's like, no, he didn't go for the deal, but he didn't even feel insulted by it. So I know he's guilty as sin right now. So while they're sitting there chit-chatting, Rebel and Chyna roll past. So this Rebel and Chyna are about to follow Vaughn in his bright blue-ass smart car. Or is that a Fit? Is a Fit a smart car? One of them Italian job cars, the Mini Cooper. A bright blue-ass Mini Cooper finna follow this big-ass Ford F-150 truck or Dodge Ram truck, I don't know which it is, down the highway. And they like, just stay 2 lanes behind, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Who can't see this bright blue-ass car behind them? Okay. So, while they're standing there, Jimmy gets a phone call. Texas is dead. They're like, what you mean Texas is dead? Texas is shot at it. He's dead. He's gone. And I'm thinking, y'all really didn't do that character well. Texas should have been so much more than what y'all did for him in doing this show. This is like episode 9, and he Rufy and Rebel telling her to back off. For what? For what? What purpose would that have served on a fucking cell phone scam? So is that the reason Malik was there? Because of the cell phone scam? That's why he was at this party? I don't know. Okay, so Vaughn stops about 100 feet away from where they just pulled off from at a red light. The light turns green. He don't move. And Chyna's like, what the fuck is he doing? Why? Like they steer the 2 cars behind. What the fuck is he doing? Soon as the light turned red, Vaughn pulls off the light. And, of course, Rebel's like, oh, my God, he made us. You think he did make you? Okay, so when they roll up to the scene where Texas is supposed to be dead, everybody's trying to figure out what's going on. How the fuck did they know about Texas? How the fuck did they know this? Who took him out? If Texas if Texas was the head, who took him out? And then so now Rebel's like, wait a minute. Texas is not the head. Maybe it's the dirty cops that's the head. Why is she assuming that it's dirty cops, plural? Okay, you got some evidence on Vaughn, but why do you think it's plural? Why could he just be working with some random ass folks? Because Texas, some random ass dude. But okay. That is still a good assumption, but still, I just didn't understand why she just automatically jumped to that conclusion. That's a bunch of dirty cops. So now she thinks that Vaughn is working for them. Like, he's pretty much the one who sets up the stashes that they hit, and, you know, they make the money off of them. That's what Rebel's new theory is. Okay. But they trying to figure out, like, you know, if Vaughn didn't, if Rebel didn't kill him, and Mac didn't kill him, and Jimmy didn't kill him, and Chyna like, I didn't kill him. Then who did it? So now they said, oh, Jimmy said, wait a minute, let me check you. Let me see what you got on you. You got any bugs on you? No bugs on him. So he's like, well, how long has it been since you checked the bugs at your house, in your clothes at your house? They go back to her house and scan the whole house. And there's one bug in her remote control. Okay. And normally, like, usually when I watch TV shows and they find, like, bugs, somebody's like, oh, this is military grade. Oh, this is police issue. Nobody identifies what type of bug it really is, Rebel just, like, tiptoe to the door, opens and closes the door, and come back and says, okay, we know where the stash is at. It's at this address. I'm thinking, they setting them up, right? Sending them to this bogus ass address. Okay. They go back to the snatch and grab, and Brim is there with the little lead dude, the little tough guy, the one who was like leading the charge as far as the Russian roulette and the telling them to put the bags on the head. And he gets into a battle of words with Brim and says, and threatens to, he said, I know you don't care about your life, but I know you care about your sons. He put out the picture of his son that this was taken this morning on his way to school, and your boy is walking him. How precious is that? And Brim is like, oh my goodness, you hurt my son, you hurt my son, I'm gonna kill you. He said, what you say to me, boy? You hurt my son, I'm gonna kill you. That's the typical response. I'm gonna make sure you dead. He's like, how you gonna do that when you tied up in her? But me, on the other hand, I's free. I can go get your boy anytime I want to. So, Shorty Doo-Wop is kind of mad because he was a short dude. He was a short little bandit. He kind of mad, takes off his mask, like, I want you to see the face of the man who gonna take your life. Right. The rest of the bandits come in and like, what the fuck is you doing? What the hell is your mask on for? He was like, I'm gonna kill him, and then I'm gonna kill his son, or vice versa. It was one or two. And they're like, but come on, dude, we know where the phone's red now. Let's go. We got other shit to do right now. He's like, but I'm coming back for your ass, dude. I'm coming back to get you. So he shoots off the gun near Brim's head to kind of deafen him. Brim is a bad actor, too. Let me just say that. And he looked like my cousin Brandon. Every time I see him come on screen, I kept thinking, he looks like my cousin Brandon. But, okay. So, Reb and the crew go to the setup spot, which I find out is not the setup spot. It's the actual real location of these cell phones. Because the bandits roll up and they take the cell phones. They take the cell phones and go to another spot. Rebel follows them, and she calls Jimmy and Mac or whoever to let them know, hey, they came and they got the phones, and I don't know what the fuck happened to Chyna, because Chyna was there at first. Because she was sitting there watching. I don't know what happened to Chyna. But Rebel says she followed them to this warehouse, and Mac and them like, hey, don't go in without us. Of course, she don't listen. She follows them. She's trying to take pictures of whoever's standing around. This bandit don't have a mask on. He's sent there with a gun, but he spots Rebel, starts to fire. The gunfire fire back. So now they shooting back and forth, and then a bunch of dudes come out the warehouse. It's like 100 of them motherfuckers. Where all these people come from? At first it was 3 bandits, then it was 4, and now it's like 100 of these motherfuckers. They all jump into this damn van, shooting at Reb. All this gunfire. Nobody hit this one woman. She had one gun, so I can understand why maybe she didn't hit at least one of them bastards. But none of these motherfuckers hit her. They shooting. They drive off. They drive past where she at. Nobody fires out the window to try to cat that ass while she over there. Nobody do that. But okay. Red runs into the warehouse, and there's Brim. Looking dead as a motherfucker. Got the plastic bag over his head. She goes, rush over to him, takes the bag off, and drops him down on the ground and trying to give him life. Oh, Jimmy and Mac roll up with their guns like, Rebel. Somebody check him. I forgot which one it was. I think it was Mac to check him. He's like, he's dead. He's gone. Rebel was like, no, it can't be, no. She flashbacks and sees Malik. And I guess Malik laid in her arms while she was crying. Brim reminded her of that situation in that moment or whatever. She's like, no, he gotta live. So she just pressing on his diaphragm. And all of a sudden, He takes a deep breath. I'm like, she ain't blow no breaths in his mouth. She ain't don't get no air circulating, just the diaphragm press. And he come back to life. It's that black girl magic, y'all. That black girl magic. That was the end of the episode. That's it. That's Rebel Redemption. Y'all give me y'all opinion on this. For about the last 3-4 episodes, I have not been feeling it. And like I was saying last week, that at least the acting was still good. This episode here was filled with a lot of bad acting. A lot of it. Rebel's character, she still holds it down. But for the most part, yeah. What y'all think gonna happen next week? Or tonight? Tonight is episode. Is tonight the final? Because this is episode 8. No, tonight is episode 9. What y'all think gonna happen tonight? Vaughn is gonna get exposed. Yeah. He gonna come front to front with Jimmy. Brim lived. Like I said, I don't know where the fuck China's at. Maybe Vaughn is gonna go over there and do something to their mama. Something like that. That would be so typical of the situation at this point. I love you, brother. Stay woke. But I'm gonna snatch your mama. Maybe that's what he gonna do. Is TJ gonna come back before the last couple episodes? I didn't like the way that they did Math. How he went out. When the season first started, the poetry and the music is what got me. I'm not even feeling the soundtrack any longer, and haven't heard a good poem in a long time. Sorry, Nikki Skies. I just was not feeling that last poem. It wasn't doing shit for me. Yeah. That's about it. Rebel on BET. Episode 8 Redemption. Peace. Like, comment, subscribe. All right, y'all. See y'all later on tonight with tonight's episode. Okay, cool. Peace.